So in this exercise, we will understand how line tools work in Rhino and how many types of lines tools are available to use and their application. I will start from the beginning. From the file menu, I will open the new file. You can also type Ctrl+N to open a new file. It will automatically open the template folder of Rhino in your PC. Now double click small object millimeters to open the template. Next, I will save this file in the PC. For that, I will go to File menu, select Save as option. It will open the local drive window where you can save your file. Next, I will rename the file as lines. And then I will hit Save button. Now let's start exploring the line toolset in Rhino3D. To find line toolset, go to Standard tab. Here in the main toolbar, I will tear up the line toolset. Here you will find a lot of tools to make lines, like single line, polyline, line from the midpoint, line normal to surface or perpendicular to surface, vertical line, line from 4 points, bisector line, angle line, line by connecting points, perpendicular line from the curve, and many more. I will explain some of them for now, and as the course progresses, we will keep exploring all the line options by using them in various exercises. Now I will start by demonstrating you different ways to make a single line in Rhino3D. I will go back to the main toolbar under Standard tab and tear up the Lines toolset and keep it floating in the graphics area. Next, I will double click to maximize the top view in the graphics area. And from the line toolset, I will select the first icon of single line as shown on my screen. It will straight away ask you to provide the start of the line. And with so many other options like both sides, normal, angled, and others, I will demonstrate few important ones now, and rest we will cover gradually with the course. Let's make a single line which goes in both direction, which basically means we are making line from the midpoint. That's why the moment you select both sides, it will ask to provide middle of the line. So I will go the graphics area now, type 0. So the midpoint of the line start automatically from the origin as shown. And you can see I have the freedom to move the line in both direction and also in any random angle. As I have told before also, you can hold Shift key to align this line in X and Y direction. And if you go to front view or right side view, you can align this line to Z direction as well. You can see that in perspective view as well. I can make a line from the midpoint in all directions. Just left click to complete the line. When you are satisfied with the line position and dimensions. Next, I will show you how can we make a single line as normal or perpendicular from any curve or surfaces. Let's activate the single line again. And before starting the line, select normal from the option. You can also type N and hit spacebar or enter to activate the same. Next, it will give various options from which I can make the perpendicular line like curve, surfaces, polysurfaces, or even sub-D models. For now, I will show how can we make a perpendicular line from a curve and surface. So I will again bring the line command and make a line from which I want another perpendicular line. After that, I will activate the line command again. And from the options, I will select normal. It will ask to select curve, surfaces, polysurfaces, and sub-D. I have the curve now, which is the line. I will select it. After that, it will ask to start the line. You can see a point moving in the curve dynamically, which indicates your line can start from any point on that curve. I will select any point randomly on that curve and start making a perpendicular line from that curve. The line is not done yet. Rhino is indicating the direction of the line by showing a white inference line. You can make the perpendicular line on both sides of that curve. Once you are satisfied, you can left click to complete the perpendicular line. Next, I will show you how to make a single line normal or perpendicular from a surface instead of a curve. For that, I will make a box by using the box tool to get some surfaces. Type 0 to start from the origin, give the second point to complete the base of the box, and then provide a random height of the box. Surface is ready. Let's bring the line command again. Select normal from the options in the command line. And this time we will select surface. Once the surface is selected, right click to move to next step. Here also you will get a dynamic point moving along the cursor on the surface, which means you can choose the location of the point on the surface. Click anywhere on the surface to start your line, and you can see here also Rhino provide a white color inference line showing the direction and position of the line. Left click to finish the line, and now you have a perpendicular line from the surface. This was just a planar surface, but you can do the same with any kind of curved or organic surfaces as well. Next, we will learn how to make an angled line from any baseline in Rhino3D. I have already created baselines. One is straight and one is at some angle. Now I will again activate line command. In the command prompt, I will select angled option this time. It will ask to provide the start of baseline from where you want to start the angle line. I will randomly provide a point on the baseline, but make sure your near snap is on to get the point on the line. And then it will ask to provide the end of baseline. This is what defines how much angle the line will make from the baseline. If I don't give the end of line as perpendicular, instead I place it at some other random angle as shown. And after that, it will ask to provide pivot angle. I'll give pivot angle as 45 degrees. This will make a line at 45 degrees from the baseline which we have placed at random angle in previous step. Let me give you another demonstration. Let's say you don't have any reference line from where you want to make an angle. Let's bring the line command. Select angle line option. Type 0 to start the baseline, and then hold shift key and give any random base point on x-axis. It will create a virtual baseline, and now it will ask for the pivot angle. I will give 45 again, and I will get line at 45 degree, which I can place both ways as shown. Now let's try another one, but this time I will use reference line as a baseline. I have already created a reference line. Now let's activate the line command. Choose angled option in command prompt. Next, I will give starting point at one end of the reference line and end point at other end of the line. I will give the pivot angle as 45 and press enter. It will start making line at 45 degrees from one end. Left click to complete the line. Now I will make angle line from other side. Let's activate line command again. I will reverse the start point of the baseline this time. Provide the same pivot angle of 45 degrees, but as its angle from opposite side, I need to subtract 45 from 360 degrees, which is 315 degrees. And now we can make other side of the triangle with the same angle, or if we want to give any other angle, we can do the same as well. Next, let's understand how we can make continuous lines in Rhino, or we can also say it polyline. Remaining options in the single line command I will cover later with suitable examples and exercises. So I was talking about single line. There is a limitation in single line. As you start making the line and finish it, as shown on your screen, you have to restart the line command to make another line adjacent from the same one or connected to the same one. So for that case, we use Polyline tool. Let me show you a small demo on how Polyline tool works. In line toolset, look for Polyline tool. Icon is same as shown on your screen. It will ask to provide start of polyline. There is another option which says persist in close. Make sure it is set to no. Why? I will explain this later. But first, let's start making line. Type 0 to start the line. Now you will see it will ask next point of polyline, not the end point, with some other options which we will explore gradually. So I will give next point to continue my polyline. You can see Unlike single line, the polyline doesn't end. It continues to make lines until I press enter to complete. And if you want to close the polyline boundary automatically, you will find a close option in the command line. Click it and it will automatically close the boundary. And when you select it, it will be selected as one polyline. Now I will tell you what happens when we set persistence close as yes. I've already set it to yes. You can just click it and change it to yes. Now type 0 to start the polyline from origin. When you start making polyline this time, it will automatically make lines as a closed boundary as shown. When you're done, you will automatically get a closed boundary. You don't have to go in command line to close it, as we did the last time. Let's see how we can make an arc line instead of a straight line using Polyline. Activate the Polyline command. In the command line, check for mode option. Click it and change it from line to arc. I've already changed it. If I click again, it will change to line and you will get straight line as before. I will go to command line and change the mode to arc. Now you will see Polyline will start making arc lines instead of straight lines. You can change the mode of line from arc to straight line anytime while working with Polyline until you are in the Polyline command. If you want to end, just left click to complete the boundary where you want to close it. Let's try one more time, but this time I will change the persistence close option as no. I will start making my polyline by giving the start point, and in between I will go to command line and change the mode to arc, and I will make my polyline boundary with a mix of arc and line as shown. One more thing which I can add here is the similarity between the line toolset and the options which I get in command line. For example, if I use single line tool, you will see an option both sides, which is same as line from the midpoint. Normal option in the command line is same as line normal to surface tool in the line toolset. Vertical option is same as line vertical to C-plane. And there are many more options which we will cover gradually with the help of other exercises.